Hello, thank you for purchasing a Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a card reading, a tarot card reading. So I did sage your tarot cards beforehand already, and I will do a little prayer. Your name and info will be confidential. Um, Before anything, I did want to talk about the cards, the stones that I have here. That would be really good for you right now. As I tune into your energy automatically, I do feel a lot of fear coming from you, fear of the future, fear of the unknown. I know that's a very common thing a lot of people can be scared of, but with you, I feel just a lot of fear. And I'm feeling Spirit wants you to not hone in so much and feed off of that fear. The crystals I have this is a labradorite. This is a very magical stone, which it's funny because you're talking about in one of your questions accessing your psychic ability more. This is a very accessing stone. It helps with awareness and accessing those intuitive psychic abilities. It's a very magical stone. It's called labradorite. Labradorite. You could search it up. It's L-A-B. I'm not sure how to spell it correctly, but I know it's Labordite. It's a very good stone for that. Also, for psychic divination, psychic protection, psychic abilities as well. Amethyst, it's also very good for stress and relieving stress, anxiety, especially having insomnia, not being able to sleep well. I also have here, which is really good, this is chrysocolla. Very good for suppressed emotions in the throat chakra area. I feel like you've had a lot of suppressed emotions as well that's been causing a lot of that fear, and you just suppress it and you keep it to yourself, and it's kind of thing you get lost in your own emotions, and chrysocolla is very good for all that suppression. Something I feel like that would be really good for you that I'm feeling that is needed is an energy healing. I don't know where you live, if you live near any metaphysical stores or places where you can find a healer or a Reiki practitioner. I think Reiki healing would be very good on you. It's to help with blockages in your chakras, because I do feel for some reason now, as I automatically tune into your energy, I feel a lot of blockages in your chakras that need to be unblocked. If you cannot reach a healer practitioner, a Reiki practitioner, I would advise then to go on YouTube and find videos where you can visually have visualization exercises and go into a deep meditation where you can help unblock these chakras. If you feel like you can't do it, I would advise a good energy healer in your area. It's very necessary. I do feel like there's blockages in your chakras lately that have not allowed you to feel inspired, feel motivated. I just feel a lot of blockage. So that would be very good for you, and I feel that very strongly. So now I'm going to begin your cards, hun. So we're going to do a Celtic cross, which is me doing it's like a 10 card spread, and it's going to basically go over what's going on in your life and what is going on in your psychology, what's blocked and what should be improved on. And I like the spread, so let's go with that, and then we'll go over questions too, hun, while I'm going over the spread. So I'm going to do a quick little prayer to tune into your energy. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I am focused on, the name, to reveal to him now in this reading, in the card, for what he needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides and angels, the information that comes through for him may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. Spirit guides of mine, if you could help me interpret the information the best of my ability. and that the information that comes through may come through a higher intention of God. Anything of negative vibration, negative energy is not welcomed in this reading. Thank you. Alright. I'm going to shuffle your cards here. I feel a lot of advice. I feel a lot of people giving you advice, trying to help you, and you're trying to help yourself, but it's been very, very difficult to help yourself, I'm feeling, for some reason. I feel like there's a part of you that you feel like is still missing, that's still unfulfilled, that's still lost. I feel like this part of you is not so much an outer source that you need to find, it's within, it's within. When you feel like there's something that you need to find on the outside, tell yourself it's within, it's within. You feel lost in some way, you feel like there's a lot that you can't explain, I'm feeling. You can't explain why you feel like this sometimes, I'm feeling as well. I do feel like a lot of the emotions you're feeling is due to the energy of the moons and the stars. There's been a lot of energy going on. I don't know if you've heard of the Mercury retrograde. I don't know if that's happened. If not, it could be energy from the moon and the stars itself. You're very sensitive. You're an empath as well. I feel like you're more sensitive more towards the stars and the universe in the sense of you're sensitive to the shifts of energy in the stars and the planetaria energy. I know that sounds weird. I don't know much about it, but you are very sensitive to the planetaria energy, which is anything that has to do with the moon and the stars, like the shift of energy in different planets and stuff, or it affects you vibrationally. You get affected easily vibrationally towards planetaria energy and energy from like the full moon or the new moon, or you get very much affected by these things. Okay. You have to work on your stress levels, hon, because that can take over you very, very much. Fear-based anxiety and energy with you, hon. Alright, let's stop here for you. Alright, we're good there. Alright. Flip over these cards. Oh, that was like this. Sorry. Alright, you got a lot going on here, hon. A lot going on. A lot going on here. So let's begin, alright? I don't know if you could see this, but I'll try to lift up the camera a little bit. I don't know if you could see this if the light's too dark. Alright, let's begin here. Alright, so I'm going to go over what I see here, and then I will go over your questions, hon, okay? Well, your first question is something I could answer is, what do my spirit guides see coming for me this year? Alright, I will go over their cards because that's what I will see and I will tell you. So what is going on in your life right now? I do see a very driven person. I do see you want so much out of life. You want to succeed. You want to go forward. There's this push in you, but something stops you. I do see a lot of anxiety. The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 of Swords represents anxiety. Anxiety. This is something, like I said, fear-based. This is something you need to work on. It stops you from a lot of the goals and wants you have out of life. I think it's your fear of failure, your fear of failing, and it stops you. You doubt yourself, doubting, and you resist to all this just going forward energy that you have, because you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to put out into the world. Something stops you. And I really do think it's just your anxiety, it's your fear of failing, it's your doubt about yourself and what you're capable of. Alright, hun. I also see here, I see a very emotional and sensitive person. All right, I see a very emotional, sensitive person. I feel like you don't like dealing with your emotions, so it's a kind of thing where you don't want to deal with them, you don't want to confront them, so you kind of resist to them. When it resists, it persists. So instead of allowing your emotions to flow throughly, you stop it from happening. This card for me represents um, having emotions flow freely, flow naturally like water. Emotions are like water. If you don't allow it to flow naturally and you try to block it, it tries to go in different directions, and then that brings in different triggers, and it doesn't allow you to properly release your emotions in the proper way. So my advice to you with that would be to not suppress, like I said, like I have this chrysocolla here, which is really good. Do not suppress. Release, allow it just to come through, these emotions that take over you. All right, hon? I do see here challenges that you have. I don't know what it is, but I see it's challenges of, what's the word? Um, Going to higher grounds, challenge of, I don't know if it's trying something new, challenges of doing something that's not familiar to you, doing new things, trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone. I see like there's something where there's just a lot of fear. I'm like, literally the cards are just telling me you're scared. I don't know of what, scared of going forward, scared of just trying. I don't know. It's like, and it's all you, like no one's doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself, hon. Okay. I do see here though, like you're scared of moving forward or you're scared of the future. It's more of a thing where don't be afraid of trying new things. Don't be afraid of talking to new people. Don't be afraid of going a different direction. If anything, don't be afraid of living, if that makes any sense. I do see like there's been a new transition, a new change. If it hasn't happened now, it's coming. I don't know if it's with your career or with your job or with school. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do see some new change where either you just tried something new or you're going into something new that you're scared of or you're not comfortable with or you're worried about. I feel a lot of worry. I feel a lot of concern about this new change or this new adapting. I feel like you just need to adapt and just trust in the universe with this. Don't be afraid. Just adapt and trust. Just trust in the universe with this, hun. I feel lack of organization, so you need to create organization. Once you create organization, all of this will flow throughly, and you have to believe in yourself more, hon. You have to believe in yourself more, and don't let this negativity, there's a lot of negativity that's coming through here. Don't let the negativity overwhelm you and overcome all your goals and your wants and your desires. That's literally the only thing that's stopping you. Your fears, your anxiety, and your negative thinking. You need to start thinking much more positive, hon. You need to start thinking positive. Okay, we need some positivity going on. All right. Um, Same thing with this. The magician represents somebody with skills, potential, talents. You're lacking that, hun. You're lacking that. You don't believe in yourself. You lack the belief in believing in your skills and your talents. I feel like you don't put action towards your gifts, you know? I feel like you have it, you know you have your talents, you know you have your gifts, but you don't put it into action, you don't put it into work. You just stay stagnant, or you wait, or you just say, yeah, I'll do it, or yes, I believe in myself, I'll do it this way, but then you don't do anything about it and you just wait. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know if you're waiting for something to happen. I don't know if you're waiting for that just to come knocking at your door. You need to work hard at this. You need to put the effort. You need to take action. Start tomorrow. Start today. Take action. Don't be afraid, hon. Don't be afraid to take action. Don't be afraid to make a move. Don't be afraid to embrace this already. Okay, I feel stagnation. I feel you're wasting time. I don't know what you're wasting time on, but I just feel like you're wasting time. And in whatever you can do, these new opportunities, these new things, these new wants, these new desires. All right, hun? Now I'm going to continue here. This is what I'm seeing, and this is what I'm feeling your spirit guides are wanting me to tell you and what I'm seeing for this year. I see again this transition I said. I don't know if this is recent, but this new transition that you're going to feel uncomfortable with, but adapting over time, and you will get used to it. You just have to, get used to the routine. If this is a career, a move, a new job, something new that you'll adapt to, you just have to get used to the routine and everything will be okay. All right. I am seeing as well a lack of, you need to, it's not even believing yourself. You need to have more strength. You need to believe in your strength. I feel like, again, you lose faith in yourself and in your strength. I do see some form of distraction, some temptation, the shadows, the bad part of yourself that needs to be always tamed and controlled, which I think you are, but be careful because it can try to distract you. I don't know exactly what this is, but you just have to be careful with this, hon, okay? Because it can try to take over your mind. It's more of a mind game, really. Just be careful with it, hon, okay? Again, I have here this card which represents the possibilities of what can happen. Anything can happen. Nothing is impossible. Again, it's reversed. So for me, you doubt the fact that there's possibilities. You doubt the fact that a lot of things can happen and come your way. I feel just resistance towards that. Okay? I also see here you've gone through challenges, you've gone through trials, but you have to believe in that strength and believe that all these new trials that you'll go through, because we all go through trials, that you have the strength to go through those trials. You're stronger than you think you know it, hon. You're stronger than you think you know it, and you must believe in your power. You must believe you have not lost your power. You still have your power. I just feel a lot of it's not confusion, I just feel like you're lost. I feel like you're lost. I really want you to make a list. I feel like you know what you like, but you get confused. I feel like there's confusion. I need you to make a list. I need you to make one list of what you like and what you dislike. I don't know if I'm feeling career or if anything, goals. You can make goals, the positive goals you want, and then you could put on the right side the things you dislike. So you could put your goals on the left and the things you dislike on the right. I feel like you need to reevaluate yourself and really, really, really get to know yourself more. I feel like you don't want to deal with yourself sometimes, so you rather not really think about those things, or you just kind of just blank space yourself where you don't have to not deal with it, but you don't get so much into it because I don't know if it's procrastination or you get lazy. I just feel like you need to start making a move. You need to start making a move and not procrastinate if you're procrastinating. You're holding yourself back. I can't explain it. Alright, I'm going to try your questions now. So it says, what steps can I take to really get in touch with my psychic abilities? Well, I really do think meditation and prayer are the main powerful sources for getting in touch with your psychic ability. Meditation, getting to know your own spirit guides. You can go into a visualized meditation. They have YouTube videos where you could go into guided meditations to meet your spirit guides. And basically, it involves you using some form of imagination to start with and just meditating and getting access into your different senses, which is clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizance. I hope I didn't miss anything. But basically, clairvoyance, clairaudient, and clairsentient are the main three, which is the sight to see, the feeling to feel and to hear, and then claircognizance is to know. And there's other ones, but those are the main ones that a lot of psychics use combined. And you can use different guided meditations to work on each one of them. Clairvoyance is the sight to see, so you can probably try to go into guided meditations where you have to imagine yourself walking through the woods, and that works on the third eye, which is the sight to see. Also, clairaudient, you can work on music, tones, frequencies. That helps you with the, hearing spirit. Where spirits, and you could say intuition, your spirit guides, it's not a form of actually hearing their voice like hello. It's more of a form of hearing them through your head voice, which the head voice is when you need to do groceries and you're remembering, oh, I need to buy milk, that's what spirit and your spirit guides and intuition sounds like. Well, for me, if anything, but most psychics, that's what it sounds like. It's your head voice. And then clairsentient is just that feeling, like a feeling. Like when you go into a room and you get a feeling like, hey, I shouldn't be here, or I feel something bad in this room. That's what clairsentient is. And if you work on every single one of those senses, you start it starts getting stronger. Psychic abilities, it's a muscle. I believe everybody has psychic abilities. It just needs to be practiced, trained, and it's a muscle. So just work on it. You can use tarot cards, you can use oracle cards to help with your intuition. These are just tools. Again, I don't need cards to do psychic readings, and mediumship readings, but cards are a great tool to help with your psychic ability. So I do also have a YouTube video you could check out. It's called How to Strengthen Your, I think, psychic senses or psychic abilities. You could check that video out, and it goes into more detail. Alright, hun, in regards to your angelic beings, I'm going to pull out a card from Keepers of the Light. I'm going to pull out a card from Keepers of the Light. These are focused on spiritual beings and ascension beings, beings of higher dimensions that work with you. So I will pull out one card for you in regards to what beings are surrounding you. Angelic wise, I don't feel like there's a lot of angels around you. I feel like there's a lot of galactic beings, so beings of higher consciousness that work with the stars and the moon. So I would say beings that work with math and science. Like a lot of these beings are very smart. Like I would say like scholar, kind of like very intelligent beings. Beings that are of, I don't know, I know this sounds crazy, but I feel a very strong connection with you, with beings that have worked with that surrounded Atlantis. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know if you've ever heard of the lost city of Atlantis. Hold on one second. Let me put my charger because my battery's about to die. Hold on. I'm so sorry about that. Alright, so I don't know if you can still hear me. So what I was saying was, angelic beings, I don't feel angelic, because angelic is like Archangel Michael, or angelic, I know what you mean by that. Beings that work in the angelic realm. I don't feel a lot of angelic beings around you, hun. It's more of, I feel a lot of past life guides that work with you. And I also feel a lot of very intelligent, higher consciousness beings, multidimensional beings that work with you. I feel like a lot of these beings can be past life, from your past lives, but mostly I feel like they're imprinted in your soul. So it's kind of like past lives, you can say. One of them was part of Atlantis. I know that sounds crazy, but if you search about that, I'm hearing the word Lemurian. Lemurian. I forgot what that means, but I'm just hearing that word. Lemurian. The Lemurians, you can search into this. And Atlantis, the beings that worked with, people that were part of the lost city of Atlantis. And I feel like this is a past life you have. Person that was part of Atlantis and now who has reached a higher level of consciousness that is now kind of, I would say, one of your guides, to be honest, because I'm feeling a very, for me, it's a guide. I definitely feel a past life and a guide for you. spiritual being as a guide for you that was part of Atlantis and a combination of the Lemurian. I don't know much about that. You could search it up, but let me look it up for you actually, since we're on this subject. And this is your last question, if anything, and then I'll pull out a card for you. Lemurian. I'm just hearing that word. And I know that means something, I just don't know. It's a mythical continent that allegedly was located in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, there we go. I think it has to do with Atlantis. It's all a combination. So I feel like you were part of this civilization, and a lot of these people that came from this civilization were of higher consciousness, higher intelligence, or very smart people. Very smart. And I feel like one of your guides, this is a very intense, strong guide that I feel that works with you. A past life, I feel definitely. That was part of the Lemurian and Atlantis. So search into that's very interesting. It's a male that comes through for me that works with you. And I want you to check this out because this is very strong. And remember, like I said again, whenever you feel down and things like that, it has a lot to do with your fear-based anxiety and also your sensitive you're sensitive towards the alignment and planetarian shifts and things like that. You're very sensitive with that, and it impacts you like the new moon, the full moon, the planetarian alignment. You're very sensitive towards all that, okay? And in regards to your life, I'm just feeling you just gotta work on this anxiety, hun. And I don't know about this new transition, but you're gonna find a way to adapt. I just want you to make a move and not hold yourself back anymore. If it's not physically, emotionally, or mentally, or spiritually, I think you should work on this because it's like you're kind of just stagnating yourself and you're doing it to yourself. No one's doing it to you, hon. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. And you must release your emotions in the proper way. And if you cannot find a practitioner to work on that energy healing, go into some guided meditations to unblock these chakras. And you'll find YouTube videos that can work, hon. Okay? So I'm going to end your reading now with pulling out a card. I'm so excited about that Atlantis thing. That came in very strongly for you. Alright? A lot of worry. You worry too much. I see a trip coming up for you too. I don't know if it's coming up soon, but I see some trip you're going to somewhere like in South America, Costa Rica. I see some trip in a tropical place that you're going to go to. I don't know if it's soon or in the near future, but there's some trip I want to talk about here that I'm picking up. Something about Costa Rica, or Peru. I don't know where this place is. Could be Hawaii, if anything. Maybe you're taking a cruise. I'm not sure. I'm just feeling you're going to visit a tropical place. And if it's for vacation or holiday, if it's not this coming up future, if it's not coming up now, it's going to be in the near future. I'm picking up something with a tropical place. All right, hon? Maybe a trip you're going to take with your family or a trip in general. Just acknowledge this. I feel a lot of traveling, and if you're not going to do it now, you'll do it in the near future. I just feel like you resonate with a lot of with just traveling. I feel like traveling is going to help you. I feel like you're in a soul-searching mood right now. A soul-searching mood. You know, you seek yourself again or something. I don't know what's happening. You've been feeling lost lately. All right? So here is your card. Krishna. Devotion. It says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So I'm going to read off the guidebook for you. Okay, here we go. So it says, you have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental, emotional battlefield. How interesting. But there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself, what will honor your soul and those around you? If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. Trust your spiritual guidance, hon. Don't doubt yourself, like I said. Don't let this fear overcome you. All right, hon? And then you'll probably eventually get out of this funk. I don't know what it is. All right, hon. Well, I'll leave you with that. Many blessings. It was nice to hear from you. I hope you have a beautiful night, beautiful day. Namaste. Bye now.